Welcome everybody once again back to this week's my weekly Rage Fix. As again, I hope you all had a great week. I just want to talk to you about this week's Parsha, Parshas Behar. In this week's Parsha, the Torah tells us about the laws of the Shemitah, the sabbatical year. The law was that for 6 years we were allowed to plant, and then on the 7th year we were not allowed to do any planting whatsoever. It was a sabbatical, and no planting was allowed to be done. Many of you are obviously familiar with the regular sabbatical after we work for 6 days and rest on the 7th, but this was also the idea in the land of Israel that you were allowed to plant for 6 years and then not allowed to plant on the 7th year. Now, in the 6th year, there would be enough produce that would actually grow for 3 years up into the 9th year, and which by that point, the new produce will have already grown. Now the Torah says something interesting, that if in the 6th year you will ask, what are we going to eat? How are we going to eat? We did not do any planting. We did not harvest at all. So then Hashem says, I will command my blessing to the land, and you will all have what to eat, and you will have plenty of food in which to be able to bring into your storehouses. Now, what we're learning from here is a great lesson in trust and faith and living with Hashem. Our commentaries say, on a simple level, it seems to be that if the people ask, what are we going to eat? So Hashem says, don't you worry, I'll take care of you. I'll make sure that 3 times the amount of food is grown in the 6th year. That way, throughout the sabbatical period, you will have plenty of what to eat. Our sages, however, understand this a little bit different, because who was going to be the ones that said, hey, what are we going to eat? How are we going to survive? So our sages say the ones that will ask that question will be the ones who will be of slightly weaker faith and belief in God. And Hashem says to them, if you don't have so much faith in me, then what I'm going to do for you is give you a lot of food. And you will busy yourself in that 6th and 7th and 8th year with collecting the food, putting it in your storehouses, and making sure that you're always busy like that. However, those that do have emunah, do have belief, strong loyalty to Hashem, so those people, they won't ask that question. And with the little amount that they'll have, that will be in itself a blessing for them, and that will carry through for them throughout those 3 years. And what is the Jew supposed to do during that sabbatical? So those who had the faith, those who were on that higher level, they utilized that time during the sabbatical to be able to come closer to Hashem, to study His Torah, and to contemplate life in general. So it seems like it's a blessing, and it is a blessing, because it's still an incredible miracle that will occur for those people who will ask, what are we going to eat? And Hashem does command His blessing. But at the same time, the purpose of it all is that we grow in our belief and our strength and belief in Hashem. And that is the purpose of it all. So the real blessing is to not have too much. As our sages say, marba nechasim, marba daiga. Somebody who has more properties, he also has more worries. The idea is to take the properties that you do have, take the wealth that you do have, and use it in the good way and put it to good use. Have a great Shabbos. Talk to you next week. Bye.